Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and I'm back with another trigger scenario. And this scenario is important because it was asked in TCS interview. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Let's understand today's scenario. So we have a field max OPP on account object. Now the requirement is in max OPP field, we have to populate opportunity name that has highest amount among all related opportunities of account. So this is our today's scenario. It's time to code. So let's go to VS Code. Let's create our method, public static void trg method. Now our main logic will be on opportunity records. Why? Because we have to compare amount of all opportunities related to an account. So basically our trigger will be executed whenever opportunity amount changes. So now what we will do, we will take list of opportunities as argument. So let's take list of opportunity. Let's name it OPP list. And this argument is equal to trigger.new because in this argument we will pass trigger.new from a trigger. Now whenever there is a scenario in which we are updating parent by child, then in that scenario we always have to fetch ID of parent first. There could be many ways to update parent by child, but this approach is a simple and good way to do it. So let's create a set ID parent IDs new set ID. Let's add a comment to store parent IDs. Let's apply a null check on this list. If dot is empty, iterate over it for opportunity new OPP list. See, in update operation, there could be a scenario in which user changes parent account of an opportunity. In that scenario, we have to update max OPP field on both old parent account as well as on new parent account. For that, we'll be needing ID of both parent. And to get ID of old parent account, what we will do? We will use trigger.oldMap. So let's take another argument like this, ID opportunity oldMap. And in this argument, we will pass trigger.oldMap from our trigger. Now let's apply a null check on this map. If oldMap not equals to null, and create an instance of opportunity using this map like this, opportunity old OPP old map dot get dot id. Basically here we are using get method to retrieve the old version of opportunity record that matches the ID of new version of same record, which is being passed as a parameter to the get method. Once the old version of opportunity record is retrieved, it is assigned to this variable. Now let's use another if condition to apply a check on account ID of new and old version like this. Old OPP dot account ID not equals to dot account ID. And if this condition will get true, then we will add both parent account IDs in our set. So let's copy its name, paste it here, dot add. This is for old opportunity record, and this is for new opportunity records. Now this if condition will run when user change the parent account of opportunity record. But we also need to store account ID whenever user updates any field value. For that we will use else here, copy this line and paste it here. Now this part of code will be executed only on update operation. Why? Because we will pass value in this map only on update operation. And for other operations like insert, delete or undelete, we will pass null. Therefore, for other operations, we will again use else part here. And we will again store the parent account IDs in a set. So copy this line and paste it here. Now we want our rest of the code to be executed only when our set contains a value. So let's apply a null check on our set. If copy set name and paste it here. dot is empty. Now we want to update field on account. Therefore, we'll be needing account data also. So let's take a list like this. List account and let's search account data. Select max OPP. This is the field in which we want to store opportunity name with the highest amount. Now see, we want to get opportunity with highest amount among related opportunity of accounts. So let's see how we are going to do it. We will use subquery like this. Select name, comma amount from opportunities where amount equals to null, order by amount descending from account where ID parent IDs. Basically, it will retrieve name and amount field from all related opportunities. And order by clause sorts the opportunities in descending order by amount field. And finally, the limit clause limits the results to only the first opportunity in the sorted list. Now let's apply a null check on this list. Not is empty. Iterate over it. ACC list. And apply a null check on related opportunity also. Like this. Opportunity though it is empty. And if it is not empty, then what we will do? We will retrieve the name of first opportunity from this list and we will set max OPP field of account object to that value like this. Dot opportunity dot name. And if this condition will get false, then for that scenario we will use else condition here dot max OPP and we will set its value to empty. Now to bulkify our code, we will store these records in a list and after that we will perform DML on it. So let's create a list here. List count, list to update, count. Copy its name and add these records in this list. Dot add ACC. Now let's apply a null check on this list. Is empty and perform update operation on it. Update list name. Save it and deploy it to org. Okay, it is successfully deployed. So we have our helper class ready. It's time to create a trigger. So let's create it. Name it max OPPTRG. Our trigger will be on opportunity object because our trigger will be executed whenever user changes amount of opportunity record. So let's write opportunity here. And we have to use after events because we are updating parent by child. So let's use after here, after update, after delete, and after undelete. Firstly, we will write code for update operation. So let's apply a check like this. Trigger dot is after is update. Now whatever we will write inside this if condition will be executed only on after update operation. Here we will call our helper class method. Copy class name and paste it here. Then copy our method name and paste it here. And let's pass values to argument. In first argument, we will pass trigger.new and in second argument, we will pass trigger.oldMap. After that, for delete operation, if is after is delete, copy this line and paste it here. But for delete operation, in first argument, we will pass trigger.old because a record cannot have new version of record after its deletion. So let's pass trigger.old and we will keep second argument null. At last, for insert and undelete operation, let's use another else if trigger.is after is insert or is undelete. Copy this line again and paste it here. And here also we will pass trigger.new in first argument and we will keep null in second because we don't need it. Save it and deploy it to org. Okay, it is successfully deployed. It's time to test our trigger. So let's go to our org. So we have this account and here we can see that this field is empty. Let's go to related section and let's create few opportunities. Let's say test 100 and amount will be 100. Let's close it, save and new. Let's add another opportunity, test 200, amount will be 200, close it and stage. Now if our trigger is working fine, then the max OPP field should be having test 200 in it. So let's go to details. See, test 200 is present, which means our trigger is working fine for insert operation. Now let's update the amount of test 100. Let's make it 1000. Save it. Go to details again. Now it is showing test 1000, which means our trigger is working fine for update operation also. Let's add another opportunity. Test 300, close date and stage. Now let's test our trigger for this scenario in which we will update the parent of an opportunity. So let's take this opportunity, click on edit and let's change its parent. Test account 2, click on save, refresh it, go to accounts, go to details and see it is showing correct value. Let's go to test account 1 and now let's delete the opportunity which has the highest amount. Let's delete it. Again, it is showing correct value. Now at last we will test our trigger for undelete operation. For that, let's go to recycle bin again and we will restore it. Go to accounts, go to details. It is showing correct value, which means our trigger is working fine for every operation. That's it for today, guys, and I'll be back with more interesting trigger scenarios. Thank you.